स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्म स्वरूपिणे अवतार वरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। जननीं शारदां देवी रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरु पादपद्मे तयो स्थित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। नमस्ते ज्योतिराजाय विवेकानंद सूराय सच्चित सुख स्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापोहाय। Dear devotees of Austin Ashram, ladies and gentlemen, today it is a grand opportunity for me to visit this particular ashram, Austin, which is flourishing. We hear the reports of few devotees after I reached here today. So it is an interesting thing that how the Sri Ramakrishna Mahabhava, the Sri Ramakrishna's these great blessings and mercy will flow to the humanity at large in future years after years. After his passing away in 1886 and Swami Vivekananda's visiting the West and throughout India, he had given his sermons and lectures. You might have gone through it. In the book it is written, and from so many reminiscences we come to know what was the special spiritual message of Sri Ramakrishna in this age. Spiritual message was there in the earlier years also, during the time of Buddha or Sankara or Chaitanya. There were spiritual messages in India. During Jesus Christ, the earlier years it was there. But in this particular age, when we see a lot of difficulties in our day-to-day life, in our materialistic civilization, is taking us to such an extent that we forget what is inside us. The civilization will forget the samamponam of this humanity's development, which in earlier ages were not challenged. Spirituality, devotion to Lord, devotion for and love, His mercy, and whatever we get it in the scriptures. Is in the field of religion. In those days it was not challenged, and we are going to forget what will happen to the ages which are coming in future course of time. We want tangible spirituality. What is tangible spirituality? You must experience every inch of your existence here in this earth. If that is not there, all of your human path in this world has become useless. It is of no use until or unless we know the essence of human being. So in this scientific age, you have to get the answer, not because it is belief or faith, but because it is based on science and rationality. Sri Ramakrishna came in this age. Apparently it looks he is a man of devotion. Devotional aptitude is very much prominent in Sri Ramakrishna's life. But apart from that devotional attitude, or whatever we call it, the love for the God, that anybody and everybody should try to cultivate. Apart from that, there is a discriminatory spirit. You must judge. You must find out that what is the truth. It is there, which by our thinking of the Lord with emotions does not reveal to that highest truth. So there is a question again and again, like a scientist, making a research within ourselves. That the particular song Sankaracharya composes, Shivananda Rupam, Chidoham, Chidoham. It has been composed in that time. And it is again and again repeated. You should not forget what you are. You are consciousness, absolute. You see, what is that? We call it Chaitanya in the other way. Chaitanya means nothing is there outside, all is there within you. You are the existence absolute. Sat. Sat means you exist. Then you are blissful. It is there within you. Ananda. How these three qualities can be there? In a general spiritual line, if anybody can search that out, you are consciousness absolute, you are existence absolute, you are bliss absolute, then nothing remained that which you are to obtain. And your human being, your human birth becomes fruitful. Can anybody show the path? If there is anybody who can challenge this modern civilization, the development of the materialistic world, and refuting the spiritual development within human being. So you have to go deep inside, and it is a searching spirit that you are that, Tattam Ushi. In the Upanishad it has been told, thou art that. What is that? That means it's a pronoun. You are indicating something because you are chanting that you are the existence. You are that means you are existence. Absolute sense. Why in absolute sense? In the sense, we usually everything we call it a relative sense. Here it is absolute sense. You become one with it. There cannot be second alternative to that. You are absolute existence. What is absolute existence? Are you been not there earlier? Are you going to be extinct after several years? You feel like that. We are subject to birth and death, coming in this world, staying here for a few more years as it suits your health, and what is there, your work is remaining, you will do it, and you think my time is over and I must depart. That is the usual tendency of the human being. Then you have not discovered yourself, you have not come to know what you are. Have you make a search on it, then you will understand that you are existence absolute. You exist ever and ever. In earlier ages, thousands of years before, in this present age, and 1,000 years after, your entity is always there. It will never be negativated. Sri Ramakrishna's life, how it has started, is sadhana. First, we see that he is doing the worship of Mother Kali in the Dakshineshwar temple. Every day he goes to the temple and gives his offerings to the mother. Every day he is praying, Mother, are you a model of a clay? Really, if you exist, can I not see you? That sort of question comes repeatedly in his mind. We, our people, like Tom, Dick and Harry, we go to the temple, we do prostrations, pranams. We do not know it is just a picture, or it is a model, or whatever it may be. Thinking that we cannot go further. Here is a speciality of that man, Sri Ramakrishna. He questioned. Again and again, he is questioning. He never stops the questioning. I want to see you. All other people are telling those who are atheists or agnostics, and those who belong to other type of philosophy, they say there is no use praying to the clay model or praying to the photos. These sort of doubts are always there. Sri Ramakrishna himself again and again repeatedly called the mother, Mother, I am coming every day to the temple and offering you fruits and other things. If really you exist, you reveal unto me. That is, it seems that there is an object and a subject. Object is Mother Kali. Subject, what is that? Subject is Mother Kali. It is Mother Kali in other form. So, it is a miraculous thing that happens. He did not mind any sort of lack of identity. He had got the vision of the mother. And what is that? When he got the first vision, it is the flow of eternal consciousness, ever brightful. And he got his ego consciousness, his body consciousness. It's an ocean of light, as we get in the book. When he has got the samadhi, this passion. Immediately he thinks he cannot have any other concentration on any other thing. Seeing the mother, his vision again gets enlarged. How is it? One time vision will not be sufficient. Repeated vision, uninterrupted vision of the Mother Kali. If it is uninterrupted, what does it mean? It is not a one-time, two-time vision. Every movement is guided by the Mother. And he usually call it, the Mother is guiding me. How it can be? Whom you do not see. You have seen him in the picture or in the temple. How he guides, how she guides. The natural question comes. And in this modern age, Sri Ramakrishna claims, yes, 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 I see him as I see you. See, during the time when Swami Vivekananda came, the other persons, devotees, important persons of Calcutta city, Brahma Samaj and other people, who comes with this challenge and he meets them. But you see, intellectually, or we may say that his education, nothing is there. He will not tell, I am a illiterate man, I do not know anything. What you talk about godly matters, about spiritual things. But can you tell me? The question comes first to Keshav Chandra Sen. Yeah. I heard that you have seen God. Can you tell me how he looks? Then this man came and met Keshav Chandra Sen. And Keshav Chandra Sen was amazed. This man, illiterate man, with a rustic habit, doing the work of the priest, as like other priests. And he is asking, I have heard that you have seen God. Can you show me what sort of a challenge? Immediately it pierces the ego of those persons. It touches. You are talking so many things about God. Have you seen him? Tell me frankly, have you seen him? Then these people would have given big answers. Big philosophical discussions. He can be started. You see, God is like that, God is not like that. It cannot be. Other people have told all these things. Nothing satisfies him. Then they are telling, why you yourself tell me? That Keshav said, is given the answer by Sri Ramakrishna. You yourself tell me. No, I do not know anything. You have a lot of discussions. Why not you? He just briefly how the God is. But they, as soon as he comes in the presence of Sri Ramakrishna, they forgot that there is nothing they have known. There is no knowledge they have got. It's all is a calculation, it's a theoretical calculation, finding out what is the highest entity. They have gone through books after books, volumes after volumes. They have gone through. And they have argued with a lot of people, big intelligent people. And so many theories and questions and answers are there. But whether all this is waste of energy, can you claim, have you seen the highest reality about whom you are arguing, you are telling? He is not like that. He cannot be in the images. He cannot be in the name or form. All these things are there. In our scripture it is mentioned, but his scripture is not half-sided. He had got variety types of expression. He can be with form. He can be without form also. But they are not agreeing. We cannot accept your God, you are praying in the temple. What a wonderful this man has got. This sort of realization to the every inch of it. So when he walks, when he moves, when he comes across a lot of people, he never tries to go and preach. People themselves come, and sometimes he has got a vision that some people are there who are thinking a lot about spiritual matter, how to develop spirituality, what is God. So he had got the intention. The mother showed him the path. You see, there are such people who are having some inquisitiveness to know the reality. He asked one of his relatives, I want to go there. Will you come with me? Okay, all right, I shall go one day. Will they bother? Will they care for you? They are big persons. But Sri Ramakrishna says, no, I have got a vision. They are also devotee. So I want to mix with them, talk with them. In this way, this Sri Ramakrishna Baba, and this Sri Ramakrishna's, this philosophy, it is spreading. Anybody comes in contact with Sri Ramakrishna for a fraction of a minute, there is a change in his life. He cannot forget what he had got. So like that, big persons from Calcutta, intelligent, educated people, the Western scientists who are staying that time, they have also come to know. Here is a man who lives in Dakshineshwar. He dies 100 times and born 100 times. That is a mistake. But he seems to be like that. Because again and again he is going to a statue, samadhi. He forgets anything about this world. And again he comes back. And then there is a consciousness of the world. Every inch of his time is spent on that. So godly vision is fully, totally, it has taken his hold on him. So it is called God intoxicated soul. We know what is intoxication. It becomes so dearest to him. Anybody who is intoxicated, he cannot spend his time without getting that which makes us intoxicate. Here also the same thing happens. That God intoxicates every time talking about God, every time thinking about God. Every work he thinks, every work he talks, it will be immediately relating to God. So whatever you are doing puja, or you are going to do some service, anything and everything. All other people have got different views about God. They think that we can know God not in this way but in other way. So science comes by side. The other religions, their philosophy comes. The various types of philosophies have developed in Hindu or in non-Hindu religions. Philosophies after philosophies. Mythology has come. Rituals have been taken a big turn. But this man, starting his spiritual life in the temple of Mother Kali and spending his whole day thinking about the Lord, and when nobody is there, he will go out of the temple, and nearby there is a forest, and he will go and sit tight there. The uncle, his nephew, they are thinking, what he is doing in the night time, why he goes to the jungle. He asks, what are you doing going there? Leaving his clothes, everything left, and in that jungle he is sitting alone. He wants to frighten him. So he is throwing stones from that side. A deep jungle. Whether he will have some sense, no, he does not bother. He forgets in meditation. Then one day, in the daytime, this is in the night time, why are you going there? You sit there tight, leaving your clothes, everything. Everything you forget and sit in meditation, it seems. But why are you going? Can you not do those things in your room in Dakshineshwar? He told, no, his name is Hridaya. You will not be able to understand in what high pitch I have got. You are to break down all the fetters, bondage. What a bondage are there? 8 types of bondage are there. Look, cross over that bondage. Until I can do that, I will not have the vision of the Lord. The first bondage is which species you belong to, you are conscious about it. Jati, Naam, Kul, Gatra, Shil, all these things are there within each of us. In a modern time, you can say, a person he feels that he is having some special position in the society. If that is not there, some other things are there. That is captivating his mind. So those things make us forget that we are Brahman or we are Atman. God is sitting within you. You forget. You are thinking that some other lucrative things that is sitting within you. You are a poet. You are a poet, you are composing poems. That sort of a ideology is moves within your brain. So you identify yourself that you are a poet. Like that, a scientist identifies himself that he is a scientist. Any other persons who is any walks of life, he identifies himself that I am such and such. But all are false ego consciousness. Ego consciousness is a false ego. Why? Reality, you are neglecting the reality. Again and again, thousands and thousands of times, you criticize, you try to find out, am I really that what I am thinking? Or it is a false ego. So this sort of false identification is to be removed and to see whether it is scientific or unscientific. If we take in the line of science, a man is so rationalistic to find out who he is actually. In the temple, when he goes, he gives his flowers, sandal sticks, sandals, paste, other things, and whatever is there to be offered with all his love and devotion. Mother, if you are there, please take this food. What the mother answers? You first take. Should I take? How can I? That which to be offered, that plate is ready. It is for you to take. No, you first take. Then he is thinking it is mother's order. Then he takes. Somebody is looking after these things from outside. Oh, what nonsense type of priest he is. He is taking the mother's food before mother is offered. Sitting in front of the mother. How is it? It is nonsense. People who have got love and devotion, we call it that it is not a spontaneous devotional love. It is some sort of a mechanical type of preaching, taking the name of the Lord, giving him something to offer, and then we do some other things. You chant the mantra and other things. This is the paraphernalia or details, but that does not satisfy Sri Ramakrishna. He has got extreme love. So what he will do? The mother again is crying. And then he is simply touching his fingers, touching his hands to the ground when mother's image is there. And you see blood is coming out from his mouth. Like a person who is having big sorrow for something, then he forgets and he will push his mouth to the ground and blood is oozing out. That is the culmination of devotion, bhakti. This is only not the one thing. The other part is the jnana. Jnana means he will go to the forest and sit tight in meditation. And he thinks that he is real consciousness. He is not ego. He is the spirit. He is the spirit absolute. But what it does inside the temple, every day what the other priests are doing, he is doing the same thing. The Vesper service is there, ringing the bell, offering to the Lord, offering to the Mother, all these formalities he is following, as it is told in the Bhakti scriptures. But at the same time, he is not satisfied with that. Only emotion does not serve him. He wants that I should be rationalistic. Discrimination. These two is combined with the third one. What is that? Third one is he wants to forget his ego consciousness. I am not greater than anybody else in this world. Even who is the lowest of the lowest, I am not even greater than him. I am a Brahmin. I am doing scriptural studies. People respect the Pujari Brahmins who does the puja every day. It is our usual customs. Am I bigger? Am I higher than any Sudra? Anybody low caste? Anybody doing very, very neglected type of work? I am not bigger than that. I am not of a higher origin than that. What he does, he feels how to destroy that ego. What he does, immediately it strikes his mind. He goes to the persons who are taking food in Dakshineshwar temple. These people are sweepers and cobblers and all other low caste people, and will eat with them in the same line. And somebody is telling, hey, you are a higher caste man, what you are doing? You will see the consequences. Somebody came and told him. Then he became very angry. What? You are teaching me? Somebody told, you see, your son will not have any other capacity of a Brahmin. So why are you doing that? You are a higher caste Brahmin, something like that. He becomes very angry. You do not understand what I am going to do. Then another sudden things he is doing, people are looking after, he does not care. He will enter to where the sweepers are going there, in the restrooms. That is to be cleaned. He himself, by his hair, it has become so much big. With that he is cleaning the sweeper's toilet. Being a temple priest, in other times, evening times, he will go to that house and clean the sweeper's toilet. That is to bring into him the sensation that I am not bigger than the sweeper. I am not more respected than the sweepers get. So the caste consciousness goes away, ego consciousness goes away, and it is also part of the karma. Work is worship. That is cleaning the sweeper's toilet. That is a service without any hatred, without any discrimination. So this is also karma. Service to any and everybody in the world. So that karma and what I told, jnana, discrimination, and bhakti, these three things take hold of him. He practiced it unconsciously. That is something which again and again, what he does is something, direction he gets from the heart. That mother gets hold of him. And then this karma, bhakti, yoga, all these three things are practiced. And whatever it does, it directed by the mother, Kali. Some monks have come, he wants that he should get Advaita sadhana. What is Advaita sadhana? Non-dualistic realization. It's a different type of spiritual practice where one becomes completely merged in Brahman, and he wants the permission of the Mother Kali. Somebody has come as my guru. Should I go to him in Dakshineshwar and do that non-dualistic sadhana, the spiritual practice? What is spiritual practice? In the non-dualistic way, he had been trained and told, you concentrate your mind only on that Nirakar Brahma, that which has no name, no form, no entity, only the Brahman exists. He is trying for that. He is not successful the first attempt, second attempt. Then he is asking his guru, Totapuri, I am not getting that vision, not realization. Totapuri is a realized soul. What? You must have that realization. Immediately, he strikes a stone piece into the eyebrow. You concentrate your mind on this one. Immediately, mind goes up, up, up. Different centers in our body, in a navel center, so in the heart, and mind goes up and up and up. And he gets into samadhi, ecstasy. And Totapuri is very glad. What I have tried for last 40 years, this man has conquered that highest realization within 3 days of sadhana. 3 days of sitting without breathing, without any sense of the body. And Totapuri closed that room where he was doing. And then people all around Dakshineshwar, it has been told, some Swami has come, some sadhu has come. And what he is doing nonsense. With this priest, 3 days he could not have found out. Then they went to rescue him and saw that Sri Ramakrishna slowly comes down from that highest plane of consciousness, and Totapuri is making a chanting, Om, Om, Om.